Hey everybody, it's your boy AC, aka the Joker, up here making another video of why women are upset at men that are leaving the country and going abroad to find a wife or a submissive woman, or a woman that cooks and cleans and, that will actually worship the ground the man walks on. But um, there's also black women out there that are really upset at black men going abroad. And this one particular black woman, she's very beautiful. She has a problem with black men leaving abroad to go find women and thinking that they're only going out there to bring young women back that they can have control over. Um, she's going to say a lot of disrespectful things. So, I mean, I hope a lot of men out there, have the stomach to hear what she's got to say. Some of it's a little bit funny, but she's keeping it to her own opinion. And I will actually give you my opinion once the video is done. So here we go.
I believe is $130. But y'all won't pay for a dinner date at Applebee's for 2 for $20 because that's gold digging if she expects you to pay and she should split that bill with you. Y'all will buy a plane ticket to go to another country to pay a woman or a femme presenting person to have adult relations with you, but won't go to therapy because that's a waste of money. But you won't go on dates with women that are not exclusive and having adult relations with you and pay for things for them because you don't want to be used for your money. You won't pay for a matchmaker or a lifestyle coach to help you work on finding a woman that would be a suitable partner for you. But you will go to another country and pay a human trafficker or a PIMP to give you access to someone that's probably underage to exploit them in order to get yourselves off. And this entire video, right, you're proudly holding up your passports as a flex on American women, specifically black women that are no longer co-signing to patriarchal BS and the misogyny that is a lot of you black men in this country, in order to show us that you have options. Much like when y'all ran to white women and said that they were the preferential women, much like how y'all ran to every other non-black woman and said that they were the preferential women, you may have found a couple of outlier black women pick-me's that were in their feelings, but the vast majority of us did not give two collect rubbed together. But tell me something, incel black men, you red pill popping, podcast watching, pathetic excuses for men. Tell me this. If y'all are so desirable, right? If y'all are what every woman wants, why y'all got to go so far and work so hard and spend so much money just to find a woman to lay down with you?
Now, see, this is what I mean about, you know, uh, what she's saying about, if we are so attractive, why do we need to leave the country to find a woman abroad? Now, it's not even about attraction. Now, women got to understand one thing about men. We just want to be happy. We want to find somebody that's compatible. We want to fall in love. We want to have kids. We want to have that white picket fence. So it's hard to find it in this country. It is. It's absolutely hard. And I believe it's hard to find it anywhere around the world. But, you know, some of us men want to try to find out if we can find that somewhere else, that love, that commitment. Men are looking for women that are submissive, women that will actually give their time to their man without being on social media. That's not all into makeup, hairstyles, trying to be a model. You know, this is what men are looking for. We're looking for a wife. And some of these men are looking for wives that actually they can bring home to their mothers, and their mothers won't complain about their wives being, how moms like to call, a son's wife or girlfriend or whatever, she likes to go at them hardcore. So if the woman doesn't cook, she doesn't clean, she doesn't do laundry, she doesn't give her son attention, a mother is going to express her feelings about that to the wife. That's why a lot of women don't get along with the mothers or the grandmothers or the sisters or any of the siblings that are female in the family, because if the man is out there working hard, he's coming home every day, he's tired, and he just wants his wife to cook just one meal and she doesn't do that, he gets upset and he goes home and tells his mother, and his mother will get on her. And it's a big situation that some women just hate, that some of these men will run to their moms when they're having problems. They can't talk to their own wife about that. But when a man does, I saw a video not that long ago that a female was sitting up there, being very disrespectful to her husband when he came home, saying, "Listen, you've been doing this for 2 months. You haven't cooked me not for once, and I never asked. But now I'm wishing that you just cook me something." She tried to hand him a piece of pizza and asked him why he didn't go to the supermarket or to McDonald's or Burger King or KFC to bring your back some food. So some men are really getting sick and tired of it, and it's especially black men. And I know the black woman is more stronger, more independent. She got her own, and she is willing to do things on her own. She says she don't need a man, and I just think that's that independent talk, because a man and a woman needs each other to bear a child. So you know, um, it's not one sided, but men are trying to figure out what can they get from a woman if they got something, if they're bringing something to the table and the woman's not bringing nothing to the table, then he feels like he's not going to win. And I keep telling women, men are trapped in their own environment. So they're in the ghetto, or they are living amongst women that don't talk, don't give them attention. Women are more social medialized, and men are just like, damn, I need to get out of here. Men will try to travel to different parts of this country in America, but they're not finding any substance. So they feel like, damn, maybe mm, that I need to travel because their friends are traveling, because they're in the military. They're bringing home these beautiful women, from all over the world. You got all these military men and women stationed in all these countries, and they're meeting all these different types of men and women in other countries. Women are doing the same thing. Women are going abroad and meeting men and bringing them back to America. They don't talk about it, but they do that because women are in the military too. Women are rich, and women do travel to other countries. Men are doing it not just because they're in the military, because men have the means to travel all over the world to try to find a woman that will actually, they can leave their business to, their money to. They can get married, have children. And yes, there's men my age, because I'm 47 years old. There are men my age or a lot older are leaving the country to find a younger woman to bring her back. Yes, some of these men are doing it the wrong way. They are going to these other countries and bringing younger women back that are probably underage. But you know what? They don't care. They want a woman that's going to be submissive, because a lot of these younger girls are willing to be submissive to these men to actually have a place to stay, to have a man take care of them. And they'll do anything in their power to keep that man happy. So they will give him a child. They will be submissive. They will cook and clean. They will actually let the man be the man. So that's the reason why a lot of men are leaving. They're unhappy. If women can sit down and talk to men and say, yo, what's the problem? Why are you leaving the country? Why are you doing this? Men will actually say, well, this is the problem. I'm leaving the country because I'm unfucking happy. I think that if I go somewhere else, I will find somebody else to love and have some commitment to and be loyal to me. I will be happy to go somewhere else and find this person. So men are doing that. And there's nothing wrong with it. Women do it all the time when they want to go to Jamaica and have sex with all these different types of Jamaicans. Or women want to go to Cuba, or want to go to the Virgin Islands, or want to go to Puerto Rico, or they want to go to all these different countries and travel abroad, and they're meeting all these different men. So they have all these men on their Facebook page that are in different countries, and they talk to men that are in different countries. But a lot of women will get up and leave, because you see a lot of women are getting opportunities to leave the country and meet rich men in other countries. So why is it wrong for a man to meet a woman in other countries? Let them do what they feel. They're grown. They don't have to answer back to a woman. They don't have to answer because you're not married to them. They're single. They have their own priorities in their life and they want to be happy. So they're going to do everything that they can to try to make themselves happy. They're not going to stay in one place. They're not going to stay in this one little environment and thinking, okay, if I stay here, I'm going to be happy. No, a lot of men are miserable. They don't want to stay in one spot because they get miserable. Then they're starting to fight and argue with the woman. And next thing you know, the woman is divorcing him or he's divorcing her. Then they're in a relationship just having a child. Then the child will see the argument and fighting. Then the child will be unhappy. And now the mom and the dad are breaking up. Now the child has to be split between his parents. It's bad. In the United States, it's coming to a point that men are unhappy because the woman is actually choosing the internet, social media, and all these platforms to indulge their self on there, stripping down half naked. Men are seeing women that are so much wanting attention that have only fan pages. So you see it all the time. Women are out there just doing what they want to do. And when men complain about it, women get mad. Well, why you hate an independent woman? Men don't hate an independent woman. Men just don't want women to be a man. You could be independent. You could have your own. Men just don't want women to put on jeans, put on pants to make them look like they have to be more superior and more dominant than the man. The man will never know his role because you're never allowing him to know his role. Are you taking a role away from him? You got to take away his role in order for you to be, you know, um, to be, you know, happy with your life and be independent, to have money, to have a car, to have a house, to have, you know, the opportunities and the rights and, and everything that's been given to you. So us men want to enjoy a life with somebody that's going to make us happy because men are not living long, you know, and then we're not having the opportunity to have kids. So at least we want to have a woman in our life to actually leave things to, you know, or try to have children before we get a chance to, before we die. So we're not having the opportunity. You see a lot of single men out here in America, a lot of them, and they're black, they're Puerto Rican, they're white, they're all different cultures of men that are single and unhappy with the women here in America. So they're leaving this country to go and find other substance that they believe that might make them happy. They might have a white picket fence and they might could actually say some vows to this woman to actually become a couple, a long-term relationship. I know some men will bring women to this country and it's probably fucked up because they don't know what the fuck to do once they get to this country because now they're living a different life. They're not living the life they did in their country. They got all these clubs, bars, social media. They have the lawn life. If the man got money, now she's meeting all these different people, all these different men, all these different characters. Then she got social media, so all these men are talking about how beautiful she is. Their friend will question her. They're talking to her on instant messenger. Then she's getting so excited because now she's getting all this attention that she never got in her own country. And her husband is trying to say, listen, I brought you here to be with me, not to be on social media. But she's getting mad at him because now he's trying to stop her from being on social media. Then she might end up leaving him for somebody else, because she learned English. She got herself a little bit of money. She started her own career. She's doing things because she's a beautiful woman. She's getting that attention. So people are giving her offers to be a model or doing something. You got to understand, women come here to have a new life. So a lot of men bring these women here. So next thing you know, it changes once they get here. So men will talk about, yeah, I want a woman from abroad, but they bring them here, everything's going to be different because the woman will change into something else because she has all these opportunities. But like I said before, please keep your head up. I love y'all. Life and Describe. Please be careful, men, going overseas. Please be careful because it's dangerous to us too, like it is dangerous for these women to be going overseas. Because them men over there don't want us over there taking their women and bringing them back here. Because we don't like when our women leave and go to these other countries and meet men and marry them men and stay in the country. And they're leaving the country to go and see these men. So we're doing the same thing that we could bitch and complain about what the women were doing. Now women are doing it to us. So we should know how I feel. So please be careful. Women, please be careful. Be safe. Watch your surroundings. There's a lot of crazy people out here. Many blessings.